assertiveness? What's that? Yeah, you state what you want. You communicate it. You don't hold back. Okay? Now that doesn't mean you're aggressive. We want assertive people in our organization. They say at Disneyland, if you don't understand something, you go to work there, ask. Ask. Okay. Where is the ideal point on this scale? Yeah, right here. And this is what we call collaboration. Right up in there. Collaboration means we're high on assertiveness, high on cooperation. Give me an example of collaboration that we've seen in anything in class. Sophie?
Well, not at the beginning, but by the end in Remember the Titans, Boone and Yost were like collaborating on the football field when they were like, instead of just doing their own thing, they came together.
They really came together, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
They asked each other for help.
Yeah.
Okay? Now, give me an example. What do we call this over here? What? Competitiveness. And give me an example of that.
In the beginning of Remember the Titans, when like the white kids and the black kids were fighting.
Pardon me?
In the beginning of Remember the Titans, when the white kids and the black kids.
Oh, yes, they're competing with each other. Remember when Gary says, we've got everybody on defense, we don't need any of your people? That's competitive, right? All right. In the movie A Few Good Men, give me an example of competitiveness.
Between Tom Cruise's character and the prosecutor.
Kevin Bacon. Well, and they're in a competitive, actually that is the way we make the courts, right? You're in an adversarial relationship there. You're competing with the other guy. Good example. How would you describe Colonel Jessup and the three lawyers, especially Tom Cruise? Competitive. When does it change? It never changes. What? What'd you say? Yeah.
Oh, I just said, yeah, he doesn't change.
Never changes, not till the end. In fact, when they cuff him or they take him off to jail, that's when Cruise finally gets him back.
That was so funny, that scene.
I think that's what like nips him in the butt at the end. You know?
He does. In fact, you're right.
Tells it like he like competes, so he's like screaming what he did.
That's what got him. His competitiveness and unwillingness to work with people got him. What do we call this in here?
That's what I slept in.
Okay. Is compromise okay? Sometimes that's the way it's got to work, right? You can't always get collaboration. In fact, much of politics is based on cooperation or compromise. All right. The situational leadership model. Tell me what you learned from that. The modified version. If you go look it up in the book, you will not find exactly the way I presented it. It actually comes in quadrants. I modified it, made it simpler for you. What did you learn from that model? Yes.
How the relationship between the leader and people that they're leading changes as the people they're leading gain more experience.
The more experience, maturity, development, however you want to call it, of the non-management coworkers, as that increases, then you as the manager leader have to do what?
Decrease your involvement.
Back off, right? It doesn't mean you don't have a lot of responsibility. It's that you don't get involved with it. You let them do it. And you all know, when you know how to do something, one of the things you hate the most is what?
Asking for help.
Or having people tell you what to do when you know how to do it, right? Especially when they don't know how to do it. There are people who get positions as bosses who've got to tell everybody how to do something, even if they don't know how to do it. And if you have never seen that, I guarantee you, you example when that selling ever occurred, remember the Titans? Yes,
When he took him on that run,
to the field, right?
had that whole spiel about, what happened at Gettysburg.
Yep. Don't care if you like each other, but you will respect each other. Remember that? He was selling that idea. What was the effect?
They finally, like, realized, like, the importance of coming together, and they actually followed through with it, and, like, they made an effort to do it.
They came around, didn't they? They came around. Okay. Actually, it's definition of team. You should memorize that. Explain to me how that model came to be, how that model, the definition I've given you here. By the way, you go to some other class, you get a little bit different definition, but they're all kind of consistent. Explain this model using an example from anything we did in this class. Huh? Yes. Yes.
And A Few Good Men with the three lawyers working together to, like, with a goal in mind.
They came together all of a sudden. When did they come together in that movie? When did they finally come together? Yes.
I think it was when Tom Cruise like finally started like, kind of like telling them what to do, and then once like he kind of came that leadership position, now they kind of felt like they could like get all things done.
Yeah, it's like when he said they're not guilty, and then all of a sudden he starts barking orders out. And what does Demi Moore do? Yeah, it's like she was waiting for somebody to tell her what to do. Take charge. Once he did that, everybody fell in place. Were they pretty much harmonious from then on? Now, were there moments of apparent disharmony where somebody who was falling apart was picked up by another person? Give me an example. Yes.
When Tom Cruise was drunk, and she like literally had to like pick him up pretty much. So
Who else helped pick him up?
The other guy's name, I forgot what his name, Sam?
Sam Weinberg, yeah, right?
When after that whole, drunkenness like happened, and then Demi Moore left, and then Sam Weinberg sat down and talked to Tom Cruise.
Yeah. He's coaching him, right? Tell him, you know, I pick you over your father. Well, then he asked Sam, what would you do? He says, it's not really what I would do or your father would do, it's what you would do, right? You're the guy that makes the decision. And then he makes a decision. Right? So even though they had their low moments, what happens? They still ultimately are basically a harmonious group, right? There were some behaviors that were indicative of that. You remember when he goes to the refrigerator and he throws